Hi all, right back with more Skies Above Britain. Right, I think this is my Chapter 3, Patrol 4, Part 2. I think I've only had one part this. And I mean, there's a chance that this might be the last part actually. Don't think I managed to get one patrol into two parts yet, down to two parts. Um, but we'll see. Okay, so I've disengaged everybody. Uh, right, hang on here. Yeah, this is just round one, isn't it? And I think that's what I'm thinking was just getting out before the escort reaction. Yeah, because looking at things mean to go back in, we've got all the tiles isolated, all the points there, we managed to kill one bomber, we come back in, we maybe get this guy, whether we go for this because it's got 2 hits on it, and maybe the likes of this, another 3 points. I mean, do we really need that? 8, is that only, that's 9, is that 9 points I've got? Wait, no, I'm missing a Keta. Oh, you know what it is? I've chucked one of the Keta away because it was completely removed. So there was 9 to start with. Yeah, I'm showing 9 points and 1 bomber kill, 10. I've got an escort kill as well, but that's not going to add up to a point. So yeah, sitting with 10 points, and I think if we go more, of course it could depend on this, and I realised my mistake here. And in fact, well, I was looking at the previous patrol. I think it was the previous patrol, but we only had 3 sections with us, so we would only have a pluck availability of 3 rather than the normal 4 that you would have. And we were coming in with a high station involved, so we were rolling a 10 coming out of the sun. But I think with the 10, I wouldn't like to take the risk with just a pluck of 3 or even 4. It might be risky, although you do get 2 rolls at it. Just to save the other part of the out of the sun advantage, which we could have had here, and this was more viable because we had a pluck of 4, and we were rolling an 8. So technically, we could say we were only rolling. We needed a 4, and we were getting 2 die roll at that. And then we wouldn't have had these 3 hits. So I think that it's been a mistake this time. Whether some of the guys might see that right at the beginning before I think I realise when I'm sort of. Nah, I think I'm in the actual phase. I think it's the first time I draw a hit marker I realise that I could have avoided this. I think. Right, so I suppose the big hope here is to shake off these hit markers, but you can see we've got a 9, a 7, and a 7. So we'll go in that order. We'll go 9, 7, 7. So a 9, this is a 9 engine, so yes, we could certainly do with this one. So here we go. Oh, that's cruel. That's cruel. This is 1 out. This is green. Well, you can't adjust that number anyway. I think I spoke wrongly in an earlier part about if I had my pluck available, but you can't use it here. Who is that? Green 3. He's a green pilot. That's Taylor. So going to the engine fate box, I'm afraid, Tony. Engine fate box, not a good one. Again, we're still not over the channel. I suppose you're going to get less of that in chapter 3. You would probably think chapter 4 is going to be something similar though as well, isn't it? So. Right, so engine fate box, and also he's a green pilot, which makes that a tougher. That makes that a tougher roll. It's 10 to 12, isn't it, to land? Yeah, that's so if he doesn't get that, he's getting the green pilot result, which is not good. That's not good. Right, okay, we've got 2 7s, so blue 2 for the 7 elevator, which isn't such a bad place to go, but better not going there. However, he is. So blue 2, the elevator fate box. And see, yeah, it's just a 7 to 12, and the other part's easier as well, assuming you're not over the channel, like we say. Right, ended up being on pause there for quite some time, and see, that's what happens when you just go away right there and then. I think we still had this to resolve. Am I right in saying that both of them failed their hit rolls and we had 3 of them hit? Yeah, it must be that's where I'm at. Oh no, I've not put the pilot up there though. So that must have been where I got interrupted. Yeah, I remember looking across at the pilot. Right, okay, that's coming back to me now. So it was blue 2, and that is R. I'm not sure who that is, because I've changed, some of the letters don't match up with the names. There's a few been and gone. Oh, it is White. So this is Jerry White, one of the designers. So I think he's been in the Fate books before, actually. I suppose the longer you last, you're bound to be in there, and you need to get lucky and get out of there, I suppose. Okay, so we've got finally this one. So let's see if we can get this one at least a 7 to the fuselage. So let's just roll for this. 7 or better. Yes, like 12. Right, okay. Who was that? Blue 3. It was K. K, yeah, that's not a lucky letter, that one. Anyway, survives this time. Sorry, I didn't show you that. That's trivial and all good. So, yeah, not the worst. So that was that's the bombers order. So we're back in here now. So we're going to card. Well, there's no cruise orders, and then we're into the bomber formation. So now we decide. We've only had 1 round in here, but if we go back now, what's going to happen here is if we hang on a second. Right, yeah, so if we were to return over to the base right now, well, let's just get the sequence of play. I still can't quite keep all of this. So that was there. We're in entropy. So if we were to just go send everybody back, the escort reaction wouldn't draw any cards because there's nobody left in the bomber formation. Chase would do nothing. Oh, and actually the patrol complete would kick in, wouldn't it? Right, so we wouldn't get down to the raid vector. I guess I was thinking that we're maybe going to see these 3 vector markers, which could cause a bit of trouble. So that is right. So if we go escort reaction, no. Chase, no. And then patrol complete, yes. Okay, so that would, and then we've got 2 guys up there to roll for. However, do we want to do that? We've never bailed out after round 1, I think. Don't think we've done that yet. I mean, all these guys are low ammo. These 2 are not even low ammo. And we've got 1 jammed guns. But like I say, I think the most I could... This, you've got to say, surely this is a point. Probably would feel like putting... Thing is, you probably need to put 3 on that. I could take a chance to put 1 on that. I mean, it'd be a bit of a hard one if we didn't succeed though. So 3 on that. Put that off. It's a bit cool on my back. It's a wee bit cooler today. So if I put 3 on that, 1 on that, that's 4. What else could we do? I mean, we've got this, or we've got the... Sure, we just go after that. But then you'd want 5 maybe on that. So what's that? 5, 8, 9? I think we might just have 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10. So let's say we succeed. That's 1, 2... Yeah, it's only 3 points, isn't it? We've got 3 escort stations out there. All heavy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people are saying go home, return to base to get these extra 3 points. I mean, I know I'm trying to push for this, keep the excellence going, but I'm okay with it. I mean, here's the scores on the doors. I mean, chapter 3 starts here, so it's 9, 12, 10, and so I mean, it's 8 patrols, and we want 65 points. So basically, you're talking 7 8s and a 9 to get the 65. Right, so there's our 9, say, so the rest need to be 8. Well, we're 4 above the 8 they are, 2 above the 8 they are. We're about to go 9, another 10, another 2 above the 8 they are. And okay, we're only halfway through, but that sort of gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, that's an 8 in itself. We could get a 0 on one of these and still be on target, you know, as long as we then recovered with another 8, at least 8. So I think we should go home. I think we should go home. I just find it hard, like, leaving, because I suppose because this is the most fun bit of the game when you're in amongst the bombers and whatever, but realistically, I'm going to achieve at best 3 points, you know, unless I was to have some gambles at maybe hitting some, but that would be silly. So I think realistically talking 3 points, it's not really worth it to have these guys going through the possibility of getting hit again. It's such a shame I didn't use that out of sun advantage and use because I've not even used any of my veteran section leaders, their privileges. So we could have easily used the 4 of them to get that die roll of 8. Yeah, I will. Well, hopefully I'll remember for the next time if we're in that position to consider that. Right, I am going to return to base. Yes, right. I'm not going to bother putting these guys up here because you can see that furthest along they're going to be is here, so there's not going to be any issues. So in actual fact, I'll just move through so let's just say we've returned to base with nothing down in the bomber formation area, so we're not going to draw an escort reaction card. There's nothing lost contact, we don't need to chase, and then is a patrol complete? All our fighters are on their RTB or fate boxes, which they are. Patrol ends, go to card 36. This looks like I could have almost done this patrol in one part. Yeah, so maybe we'll see one of them as things close out the game. Okay, so that's us back to that again. The bombers didn't even drop the bombs, which is fine. I'm going to just clear all this away, and I've just left all the fighters down here. I'm going to clear them away because I'm going to get ready to get set up for the next one. So I'm going to get that recorded today for sure. Does look like this might be a very short part, but that's fine. It's not an issue. By the time we get these sorted and whatever, maybe I'll linger it on a bit by sorting my pilots out and that for the next mission. Not that that's really part of that. Yeah, that can go away because we're done, aren't we? We're done. Right, let's do what's on the card, fate-wise. Well, before that, I can also just put the fuel back. Ready. And yeah, so fate checks here. So we've got T. Taylor in the engine fate box. Really needs a 10 to 12 because yeah, the other if he doesn't get a 10 to 12, he's looking on the green column, which isn't very pleasant. Just doing things. Well, doing things I should be doing while I've got the camera paused, right? Okay, so it's a 10 to 12 we're looking for. Anything less. Oh, how about another 12? Did we not just roll a 12? I tell you what, I've been rolling some 12s. Excellent, that's beautiful. Right, so Tony survives. He lands the aircraft. Let me just check his status in case he's going to a fatigue box. Taylor, no, he didn't fly the previous mission, so he's only flown one mission, so he's going to have an available green pilot. So, and then we'll take his aircraft away. Right, and then the elevator one. This is white. This is Jerry. So he needs a 7-12, but this one's not quite as bad because he's not green. So, and it's a better fate box, that one. So, however, 7-12 to land it would be best. Right, that's not a good one. Well, to be honest, there is only 2 columns for that. There's not a fire. It's just a crash, isn't it? That one. Yeah, elevator. So he rolled a 3, so we're in the 1 to 6. So he needs a 4+ to bail out. And you can see that it's only a 1 that'll be the... But 4+ would be better, clearly. Oh no! Well, it's not the 1, and I'm just checking we don't have any plucks for him. He's just a regular pilot, he's not a veteran. So a 2 to 3 result is wounded. I forgot to roll for this, didn't I? I did. I definitely did. So just before I put him in the wounded, I'm going to roll for this. This should have been done at the beginning of the patrol. That is right, yeah. Because I never flew him in this patrol. This is patrol number 4, isn't it? Yeah, no, I've not marked him in. This is Tim. Yeah, let's do the die roll here for this, which should have been done. Sorry, Tim. This is maybe you'd be waiting for me to realise. Now, what do we need? Well, we need a 9 to 12, or worst case scenario, a 4 to 8. So 9 to 12 is what you want to get back in the action. Oh my! You're gone, Tim. Yeah, that's annoying. I didn't think about it at the time. Well, it to be honest, it doesn't really matter when I done it. I know it says I'm meant to do it before the patrol, but the best that you can get out of that is he just returns, and he can't participate in that patrol anyway, right? So discharged, I'm afraid. How am I going to register? Well, I'll just put it on here because we're going to have to deal with that just now. Okay, so, and Jerry White's away to the hospital as well. Well, that wasn't good. Well, things happen. Right, and then, so we've done the fate check. There was nothing to fuel check. There was no channel recovery check. So update pilots. So that's why I've just left him here. So unfortunately, Phelps has now left us. So score that one out. I mean, he wasn't killed in action, just discharged. I'll just put a D there. But not able to fly another patrol. What was I going to say? Right then, and then we get to replace a pilot, so I'm going to do Lambert there. Actually, I've got a name in mind. Another friend from work, well, and from socialising a bit, golfing. Laurie. Let's get Davey in here. Didn't have a Laurie, did we, before? No, I would have triggered his name to it. Him and his brother maybe, but let's get Davey. Right. So he's green. He was actually discharged from the hospital as well, it seems. Wasn't killed in action, whoever that was before. Was it Kennedy, wasn't it? Oh no, this is the L grant. I don't know, was it Lawrence we had or something? It was just a random name. Right, so anyway, we've got Laurie back. Well, we've got the L pilot back, who's going to be green, who will be available to fly in the next patrol. Now, quick look at White. Was White, I think I maybe looked at this already, did I? White was not going to be fatigued, sadly. And Phelps unfortunately was. So you've went out on a slightly good point there, Tim, because you would have been sitting out. No, I'm lying. That was the 4th patrol, wasn't it? You didn't fly in it. Yeah, because you were in the hospital. Dope. So I was getting you back. Well, was hoping. Not so good. Okay. And well, this one can be going out. So we've got 3 set aside now up here. We do have 1 in the hospital though, so it might still be tricky to fill things out here. So now we're going to tally up our points. We didn't go for any more, so we just stuck with. You can see that the escorts are 1, 2, so we need 4 to get a point. So nothing there. We got 1 bomber kill. We isolated all 9 tiles, however, so 10 points. We nobody bailed out. No, there was no bailouts. There was 1 that went to the hospital wounded. And there was no killed interaction. I mean, Phelps just went discharged, so I don't know if that's registered. I don't think all this bit really matters anyway. I suppose just keep track of it. But the discharge thing, I mean, you've got a wee bit for notes here. Maybe I could have put this in, Phelps discharged maybe or something like that. But I'm not going to start adding stuff to it. So we are still we're moving on. Chapter 3, patrol number 5. And so that's all that. Well, I don't need to burden you with anything. So he gets checked once we set up for the next patrol, and that's where I failed to check for Tim's one there. That's all that's done. We're ready to start a new patrol. Can turn them over. Got a few decks to shuffle. We didn't do an escort reaction, so that's no need to shuffle that. And I'll get rid of the tiles and sort out pilots for the next patrol. So I'll just cut this as a small part and I'll be back soon. Cheers.